welcome to this week's Field and Five. This is a topic that comes up with almost everyone I know and also work with privately, which is the challenge of how forward our heads can become through regular day-to-day life, mostly being on tech, whatever that may be, also driving, taking care of small children, animals, etc. So this is a quick video helping us to pull our heads back, and all you're going to need is a towel. You can do this sitting on the floor, sitting in your car, sitting anywhere, but I'm starting on a chair because if sitting on the floor isn't really that comfortable for you right now, I want you to realize that if you feel that you have even a ridge or the start of an upper back hump or tech neck, anything that's just not feeling or looking right to you, we can make a change. So I'll start from the side so you can see that this is often where we find ourselves. And in order to figure out how to get our head back so that our head is resting on top of our spine, we're just going to start to actively push the head forward and then try to pull our head back. So pressing forward and pulling back. I'm exaggerating it a lot, and you're welcome to make it as big as I'm showing. And it may for you feel like there's very just limited mobility in terms of either going forward or back or both. And that's because this is the type of movement, like many, that just gets better with practice and time. So if this feels pretty foreign or a little strange right now, don't worry. And in fact, just like I did, you can start to shake and move your head and neck around and start to notice the areas that feel like there's a lot of mobility and freedom. And then maybe there's areas where it feels like you can't turn your head so well, or it gets to a certain point and then you're stuck or it's fixed. And know that what we're doing by moving in this way is heating up fascia. And fascia floats every single muscle you have, almost like a really tight legging. And in order to move and mobilize or stretch our muscles and gain flexibility, we have to warm up the fascia first. So that's what we're doing. And if you hear any sort of snap, crackle, and pops as you're going, then a lot of that is going to be releasing the fascia that's a little bit too tight so that we can make different choices and have more control and freedom over our neck. And then you can grab onto the sides of your chair and just start to wiggle your head and neck one more time. And now go back into the forward and backward motion. And you may find that there's a little bit more opportunity after moving in all different directions. I'm going to get really close and show a few things that I like to do. You can take two fingers and place them on your chin and work to press your head away from your two fingers. And so from the side, that's going to look like someone's almost grabbing the back of my head and pulling it back. This can often get confused with lifting your chin up, and then the back of the neck suffers and the front of the neck is really vulnerable. So another way to play with this is to press one hand to the back of your head and then push your head back more and more. You may feel the back of your neck widen, and that's a great sign because that's going to allow the tops of your shoulders, these muscles here called the trapezius, to let go. And when those let go, the head can press back with a lot more ease and efficiency, meaning it doesn't take a lot of labor and a lot of thought to get there. You can also interlace your hands, and I put my thumbs right at the sides of the neck, index fingers at my hairline, and start to press back. Again, if this feels very strange, you're doing it right because it's different. If we're used to looking down, and then from here, we just look up versus pulling our head back. And the looking up is what builds the muscles here because we're trying to keep our head from falling off. These muscles hold on. So when we bring our head back, the muscles can let go. And then it's really great to work with a towel here. So I've taken a long hand towel, folded it in thirds. So it was long like this, and I folded it into thirds. So it feels like a wide yoga strap. I'm going to take that and place it just where I had my hands. So right where the neck and base of skull meet, and start to wiggle a little bit from side to side, pulling my elbows up. And then I'm going to nod my chin to my chest keeping a little space between my chin and my chest. And then when I roll up, I'm pushing up with the back of my head until my head is on top of my spine and I'm looking straight forward. Not up at the ceiling, but straight ahead. Then I'm going to nod my chin to my chest again. So I'm also mobilizing my upper back. Then I push my head up into the towel. And my hands are actively pulling the towel forward. So I'm really using some muscular strength. We'll do 3 more. Exhale, nod your chin towards your chest, keeping about the space of a baseball between chin and chest. Then push through your heels for support. Start to press your head all the way back into the towel, lifting up tall. Exhale, start to lower down, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your brow. Then push your head all the way back up. You may also be feeling your shoulder blades pull away from your spine, as well as the back of your arms, your triceps activate. The next time you come up, we'll stay lifted. We felt what it's like to come forward. Now we're going to actively pulse your head back. Keep your gaze where it is, and that will ensure that we're not tipping our chin up. So if you start to notice your chin or your gaze lifting, that means we've lifted the chin. What we're looking to do is really to press back. And from the front, that would look like you're not seeing my neck, and then you are seeing my neck. And we've got 3, 2, 1. Whew, I'm gonna move the towel. And while I think about this pretty often, I already feel that there's a lot more freedom and space in the back of my neck because the repetitive movement of pressing back like that really opens things up and it makes it easier and more enjoyable to come back. And when it's easier and more enjoyable, we're so much more likely to do it. So maybe one hand behind your head, press back while growing taller through your spine. Big exhale. And just take a moment, close your eyes, notice how it feels to maybe be in a different orientation, head and neck, which can free up your shoulders, your back, help strengthen your core. Whew. And you are all done. Thank you so much. I hope you love this one.